field today, look for opportunities. Waiting on the final car to grid.
You join me here in Japan, Mazda Cup. Now, after a terrible session last week, we are back at the first safety rating. Everything's been reset now, and we're just gonna try our best. So down into turn 1, starting P2. Slight little knock with P2, who's just come around our outside. P1 decides he's just gonna look behind him, and it's easy up into P1. Now we just have to hold everyone behind us. It was a pretty tight field, but I had a gap and I went for it. Skipping a long way in front now, and you can see just entering turn 3. We get this red car popping in and out of existence. I just dive it down the inside of him, make it around the outside of the following corner. Nice and easy. Next lap, try it all again. Although not quite as successful. You'll see the person behind. That person behind me is P2. So if you have a look at my inputs, I'll just very slightly tap the brake, and that will just send the brake lights on, and hopefully it will make him fall behind, which it does. He, from this point on, just the gap between me and him just kept growing. Every time I looked at it, it would be a little bit longer. Still gotta get past this guy though, so down the inside, I'll give it a go. He is a lap behind now. You can see he's still on the left, but it's a nice and easy slam dunk point, place, position, easy win. So you join me on the final lap, the final corner, where we turn the corner to win our first iRacing race. Oh, you should have heard it. If I had the mic on, you would hear jubilation. I was ecstatic. Actually, messed up my neighbour's makeup because they could hear me cheering through the wall. Anyway, next race. This is a couple of days later, once I'd calmed down from the win. Already back up to where I was before with the safety rating reset. And I'm feeling really good about myself. I'm feeling really confident about the car, the track, because I know this track from Gran Turismo. You'll even see Gran Turismo logo on the turn 3. So turn 1, I just keep it around the outside of P2. Of course, they're on the inside, they get a slightly better line. Then it's turn 3 now. I have a look down the inside, have a little bit of contact. Actually, that turns into a lot of contact, and someone rides my rear end. They go flying, they spin off, and what you can hear yeah, the car's not looking too good, but the car behind their car definitely is looking a whole lot worse. Just trying to look for a position, feel how the car is feeling. It definitely didn't feel default, that's for sure. It definitely was pulling more than usual under braking, and I'm just trying to get past the driver in front. Now we'll have a quick look at that incident again down into turn 3. I'm having a little look, and well, I just didn't go hard enough for the look. We make contact, and that's a whole lot of everything going wrong. Whole lot of contact, and well, we survived. Someone else didn't, unfortunate for them. Back up to turn 1 now, and we're just trying to keep up and keep it clean for the rest of the race. Slowing it down, probably turning the wheel a bit more than I should at this corner, but oh well, we made it through. This corner felt super nice, just a little lift and then riding the curb, hopping the curb really. Felt so good. Having another little think down the inside, don't quite do it 'cause I'm too far away. And we're just trying to nail the exits to get a little bit of speed. I was not having too much success with this following corner. Although this time going around this corner, you'll see it doesn't quite go the way I want it to go. A little bit of oversteer, catch it, get another streak of oversteer, catch it, and then I just lose it once more. Now the car rolls forwards, so I decided I'll just straighten it up and then keep going. No one makes contact with me this time. Last time, car to number 2. Yeah. Everyone did really well. Props to everyone who didn't hit me. Props to everyone who I hit, of course. And well, you catch up a couple laps later now. And I've just set my fastest lap. Not the fastest lap, just personal best. Right up on the bumper of the car in front. And I'm going to have a think around the inside. So he makes a mistake, and I then have a little look down the inside. I've still got a little bit of damage from turn 1, pretty much turn 1. And well, around the outside they didn't want to fight, so they just let me have the position. Down here I sweep it onto the inside, he covers it. I think, alright, I'll just nail the exit, and keep it on his bumper. Slipstream right the way down this straight, and you'll have a look. I'll pull out, but there's nothing much I can do, so I just keep it down the inside right at the curve. At this point in the race my tyres are warm, so I'm confident going down there, so I pull on to the inside through this corner, a little bit of contact made, and that sends me flying through the corner as he takes out my backside. But I've got the overtake done, and I am in front once more, up into P6. And, well, now it's a case of keeping him behind. He goes around the outside, I'm on the inside here. I'm saying, no, you're not going to overtake me. Through I go, and that's another position for me. He is right on the bumper once more for me, so I just keep it down the inside, force him the long way around the corner, and that just keeps him behind still. I think it was a pretty good defensive drive from me. Braking into this corner here, you can see the whole time I was braking I was having to steer left. That wasn't just this race, this was every race, every braking time I was having to steer left. I don't know what was wrong. And well, he goes for a look down the right hand side, backs out, and that keeps me another position. Final lap now, I've caught up to the driver in front, and I'm just trying to overtake as much as I can. I'm really trying to get as good as a battle as I can get, and as high as I can get after turn 2. So you'll see there's a car there just in the middle driving. What's he doing? I still don't know what he was doing, driving while cars are approaching him, but oh well. You'll see there's another car entering the pit lane. Don't know if you can see that or not, but there was. And I couldn't quite catch up. Unfortunate, but it was still a pretty fun race. If anything, it was more fun than the first race, because there was so many battles. On to the third race now, and you'll see it's a little bit of a long video, this one. That's because race 4 was a good one.
On the final car to grid.
As we wait for the final car, we will get going. Here are the lights. It's 4 red lights. And away we go, the driver in front, they stall their car, they don't get moving, so I'll have to quickly avoid hitting him. Into turn 1, not one place, 2 places made up. I decide I'll follow this car in front. You'll notice the car behind with the white bonnet, he's got an inverted livery. he's got my livery, but the colours inverted, which I thought was quite funny. So, the red car, making a slight little mistake, going very wide into the hairpin, and that's another position for me. Thinks about going down the inside, doesn't go down the inside, luckily for both of us, and we avoid contact. Having to think around the inside, I'm not going to go for it. A little bit of correction there on the wheel. And getting a good exit, I'm just keeping it on his bumper. Couple laps later, having a little move down the inside, and car in front, he just loses it. He loses the rear end, and well, I have to very quickly avoid his car. Let's have a look on the outside. So he's coming around turn 2. He just loses the back end, and well, we do make contact, and we finish sending him off. Luckily, we don't get any instant points from that because he was spinning, but very unfortunate. We get to Daniel in front then. Oh, Daniel, we meet. Hello. So he has a little bit of a oversteer moment. That's alright, it's rookie class. Into turn 1, have a look down the inside, and well, I get the overtake. He just gives me the position. I think, alright, nice, easy, thank you, Daniel. Into turn 3 we go though, and he just forgets to brake. Slams into my rear end and spins us around. We do get penalty points from that, from spinning around. Not that it was our fault. Let's have a look around the outside again. Down the inside, switcheroo. And, well, you see, pretty much he just gives us the position. But then, he just doesn't brake. Why do you not brake, man? Look how far in we are before we start slowing down. It's ridiculous. Anyway. Not too much time lost. Final lap though. He didn't apologise, by the way. I did ask him for an apology. He didn't apologise, he just left. Final lap. And P2, they did catch up in the end. They didn't overtake. I'm just that good. It turns out 2 wins in 3 races. I was over the top. At this point, I was now out of rookie class. That's right, I leveled up. D-class driver right here. And, well, let's see how this race goes. It is the longest race of the video. And there's a reason for that. That's the way we go. Through into the run up to turn 1, we are all in. You'll see the car in front. He does have the same livery as me. I try and go around the outside, get a little bit of oversteer. Not quite what you want, but it's alright, it's alright. Early doors, we haven't lost any positions, it's all good. Have a look down the inside. I do catch up through here. This is definitely my strongest sector. And I'm thinking, where can I overtake? I'll just stay back. I'll have a look at where they are, where they're slow, where they're fast. I line it up for the inside. A little bit of oversteer though, and I avoid contact ever so slightly. Maybe I shouldn't have gone on the racing line there, but I did, no one complained, and away we go. We'll just have a quick little look at that start again. Away we are. You'll see me just behind the red car on the outside. And around the outside I go, making up a couple of positions already. Just very wide though, still 2x2. And at this point it becomes single file and the order of the race is presented. At this point now, you can see a little bit of 2x2 action with the orange and red cars. Back onto my onboard, and well, next lap you can see it's still very close, and it will be close the whole race. It was full 12, maybe 13 minutes of front bumper, rear bumper action. It was stressful, but so good to feel. You can see I very barely missed the car in front's bumper. I miss it though, that's all that matters. See a driver on the left has gone off. Try not to be hit by him. Now I've lost some times the cars in front, and I'm thinking, oh no, am I gonna be in a gap of my own? I don't want this. So I just focus on getting back up to them, and you see I do catch up. And oh, there's a gap on the inside. I go for a gap. The door was left wide open. I strolled in and I took the door for myself. Into turn 2 now. I'm just thinking I gotta keep these guys behind and I've gotta try and overtake. So back in I go. Through here, little lift, little over the curb. The tyres are not quite warm enough to jump the curb yet, but they are warm enough to take it. You see, he's strafing from the inside to the outside of the track. Car 11, the red in front, and it's just putting me off, trying to go for an overtake just quite there. Here though, I find I've got to go for something, so I do go for something, but it was a very late overtake, so I had to back out of it. Luckily, nothing too bad happened, but I am now on the outside of the track for this next section. Car behind, he's looking at it. I'm going to go for the inside, a little bit of contact with the car in front, and through we go. Through the corner, that is, not through the cars. It's a very nice battle here. It was such a good... This is just the highlights. The whole race was bumper to bumper, and I loved it. I could show you the whole race, but I'm not going to show you the full 12 minutes. That would make this video way longer than it already is. Anyway, a couple laps later now, you can see red car looking up an overtake position. Rides the curbs, that unsettles his car a little bit. I get more speed out of this corner, so I'm thinking, could I overtake? Will I overtake? I'm gonna go for something, because I've got to overtake somewhere. So here I just go for it. I send it. I brake late. Doesn't quite work, but I do catch up a whole lot, which I thought was very nice. Next lap you can see those two in front, they are battling really, really hard. And well, that leaves the door open. I'm gonna try and go through the door. I get part way through the door. I've definitely got my foot inside, but everyone else has backed out down the outside there. So I thought it was only sportsmanlike if I do the same. I can always do the same next lap if I wanted to. Here's a quick little look at what happened. He just misses the braking zone, goes a bit wide. Red car goes through. I try and follow him. Once the gap's been made, it's easy to use it if you're in the right position. I almost made use of it. Next lap, I'm looking down on the inside, entering the final lap, riding the curb now, and I'm just trying to stay in his slipstream, trying to overtake where I can. And well, I'm falling back, I'm fading, Lightning McQueen is fading, everyone. But this next corner, back into the hairpin we go, and I think I've got to do it, I've got to try the overtake. So I just go right on the inside, and I go for a little bit of contact. I'm there, I'm right next to him. This next corner, it's flat out pretty much. I do a little lift, he's right on the inside though, so I'm not gonna go for the racing line. And he keeps the position. It was a great battle. I was so happy that the battle ended cleanly. I don't care that I didn't get the position. I was so happy that we had a great battle. A little bit of door bashing is fine in sports car racing. And oh, that was such a good battle. This whole race, I've got a massive smile on my face. Thinking back to this race, watching it again, oh, I love it so much. I didn't win. I didn't come clear to winning. I didn't get the overtakes that I wanted. But I had so much fun. And that's all that racing is all about. Having fun, doing your best, and, well, staying out of trouble. So everyone, thank you for watching this video. It's a little bit longer than what I usually try and put out for Rookie to 5k. We're finally out of rookie class for sports car racing, and we've got an iRacing 1448. That's pretty big. That's the highest I've ever been for iRacing. Of course, getting out of rookies it would be. Well, thank you for watching everyone. and I look forward to seeing you guys next weekend. Well, next week. I'll leave you with this TV shot, and until next week, see you later.